We welcome back all of our viewers to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's Rams football as we jump into the action in the first quarter of play.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Zadarius Smith, second-team All-Pro last year, in on the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now it's Fields.
Rolling to his right. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go!
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On first down, Rodgers.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
There we go, baby.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Fields sliding out of the pocket. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Fields now to throw.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
Bite, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Vikings who are out in front. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Justin Herbert with a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. David Montgomery, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. On the return is Henderson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Let's go.
The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On first down, Fields.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Second and 10. Fields. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Now Fields. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On first down, it's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there. And it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. From the 44, Rodgers, and that's incomplete. The Packers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this one is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Fields. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He'll dump this off to Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fields on 3rd down. This is caught. Touchdown. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gay is on for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, get in there and get what you want.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. Touchdown, L.A.
Come on, Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle to this one.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And again, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
They don't get nothing.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for L.A., they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it was a win they needed to turn the